Okay, today I'm going to be doing a Jag Corsa. That's what it's called. It's basically an awesome Corsa with Corsa B with Jaguar headlights. One of Isaac's great creations. So I'll start off with a straight line here at the bottom, just with a ruler, just to give me a reference line for I want all the thing to be grounded on. My 300 GCM watercolour paper, this is what I like to use, and just got a pencil here. So, where to begin for this cartoon drawing? The four references are a bit blurry, but I'll do my best. So I'm just going to get some rough guidelines in first. So I always like to start with a wheel arch usually. So I'm just going to do a semicircle for that. Yeah, maybe a bit bigger. And I'm going to do another one just up there to emphasize the chunkiness. When it comes to these caricatures, it's all about emphasizing the details and keeping everything a bit more chunky than what it is. I'm trying to think of the right word. So the bumper curls down here. I'm likely to sketch them, but any lines that I want to keep, I'll just darken them off. So it curls up here for the bumper. Then, just looking at the photo reference to my right, it's got a vent here. Then there's another big vent here. This line kind of goes across. Just like so. Then I want this lip to be on there just to pull this out a bit. Okay, for the headlights, just doing small circles. The ones on this side are going to be a little thinner, so that one needs to be smaller. So there. So I'm just using some guidelines to line it up. Not much space on this side, but never mind. I'll do it right to the edge. There, I'm just going to curl this bumper going round. So I'm trying to keep it the same length. So, be about there. Then the windscreen going up. Come back down. Okay. I need to do the wheel. You can use a ellipse tool for the wheel, which is just like a semicircle fellow. I don't really like to use them very much. So you can just line up there which shape of the wheel you want to go. For the wheel. You actually won't find many of these in like drafting tools. I found this one in a sewing shop, I think, on eBay, because these are mainly used for like sewing stencils, but work just as good as for like a drawing stencil. Okay. The side windows, I might pull this out a bit more. So just the inside grille here, a vent, there's a line going across there. I wouldn't even know how to start to put Jaguar headlights on a Corsa. I mean, you've got to remap, rechange the whole bumper, the whole bonnet, sorry, and everything. It's crazy. But that's what I love about these old hot hatches from the Max Power days. Some of the things that came out those days is absolutely ridiculous. Might want to pull this out a little bit more, I think. Then you do the rear wheel. And crazy body paneling for the back. Comes out right there. It's got Peugeot taillights as well, and it's also, I think it's got an Astra engine, so it's not just what the Jaguar headlights are special about this vehicle, it's everything, including the frame kit in the back. If you ever get a chance to check out some of the photos of this, the Jag Corsa, yeah, it's a crazy build. And a little flick there for the spoiler. What we are now, 6 minutes, not too bad, not too bad. I'm doing a sweeping curve here for the rear wheel. So I made this a bit bigger than I anticipated. I don't... I'm trying to think, there's something not quite right about it. I think that'll do. It's maybe because how close this edge is. I think it'll be alright. Tempted to pull this down a bit further than the bottom line I have, so I might just maybe redraw this at the bottom here, because I don't plan these drawings out, it's all about fine tweaking, so you might see some things that might need one changing. So how about if I pull this down a bit further, pull this wheel down, pull this down, how many spokes has it got? I'm struggling to tell the report reference. 5 I think, so the inside edge of the rims. Pull that around. Okay, I think that's just about it. So now I've got a few markers here. It doesn't matter what kind of markers you use. These are from the cheap TikTok shop that you see advertised a lot. So I'm going to start with the darkest blue first. And get these darker areas in. So definitely underneath here. And definitely over here. And for this to go around. So you can go a bit more slowly than what I'm doing. I've had 10 years of practice, so the main problem I have with these kind of videos is that I have trouble just trying to describe what I do, because I'm so used to doing things without talking about them. I just kind of do it, and it's hard to revert back to explain what I'm exactly doing, because you just get so used to it. It's like trying to tell someone how to walk again. It's just like, well. That. So any areas where I want to be at depth, so this is going to be a lighter blue, so inside here is going to be darker, but it's going to be lighter at the top. Then what I can do next, maybe this blue will work next. Just as a lighter tone. This pen's are drying out a bit, so it's not the best of pens. Thinking I might need a bit more dark blue in there. Then instead of just using the markers again, I've just got a pencil crayon. And I'm just lightly going over it. And where's my pen gone? Of course I would lose a pen right now. Oh. Blue highlighter pen, I wonder if that would work. Okay, it's good, but it's looking a bit too light blue, so I need to go back into the initial dark blue that I had. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to go over the whole vehicle in this blue, and then we'll see what happens at the end, after that. Okay, so just a progress update. As you can see, I've continued with the blue, the blue and the light blues and the darks and stuff. I also got a few greys in there just to emphasise the wheel, and a few other details just with the black marker here. I still got to do the rear wheel as well, so I've done a little bit on the window here. I just outline this edge. Just like so. I've added a few little white highlights there. I just wanted to, it wasn't looking 100%, so I wanted to add a few white highlights just to give me a visual perspective of the shapes that are there. But, yeah, it's looking really good so far. Just want to make these a little bit less blue. Don't want too much of this light blue, so I'm just filling it in. This bonnet here, I've kind of just feathered the marker up, just by flicking it in this direction. So I need to do the rear wheel next, and a few more highlights and a few more, so much pens everywhere. My workspace isn't very big at the moment. So let's get a black marker for this rear wheel. If you're doing this yourself, you might want to just practice first while doing this with marker. Just to give, because I've done this loads and lots of times, so I've had lots of practice. And for the tread. And the inside edge of the wheel. To here. Just want to emphasize the shadows a bit. I've got my grey marker here. Pull this all the way down. And for the rims, it's not going to be this kind of shape because it's going to be a bit more inwards. So I imagine that the centre is going to be about here and coming outwards. Check. A few lines for the lights. for the inside of the wheel. As the rim gets a bit closer to the inside, I'm just going to thicken up these lines a little bit. Taper it down. Like so. And as well, I'm going to add white highlights in a few areas, just to help break up some of these blues. Just smooth this light out a bit. Because this area is sticking out more, I'm going to add more white highlights on this edge. Here, just in the areas I want to emphasise that they're pulling out a bit more. Notice I need some blue there. Okay, so I'm going to go back into time lapse, but I'll just be doing the same thing, just tweaking things and a few highlights there and that. But okay, so I think that's the Jag Corsa all finished now. As you can see in that last bit, I just added a white gel pen just on this edge here. Again, I just wanted to emphasise some of the shapes around the vehicle. Can get a bit lost in all the blue and the black. And again, just light line down there. For the wheels, I added a blue pen just going across here, and a bit of white gel pen, just to give a nice bit of reflections. For the lights here, as you can see, I've added just a few little lines just going just like that. Quite simple lights in that. I've got this hard edge here on the bonnet to reflect the top of the car coming down here, and this is just feathering upwards. See, I've added like jet black in this area to make it like the increase the depth in it. I did increase this bottom part of the bumper left a bit just to make, wanted to even it out a bit more so it looks good. Bit of light green in the lights, but yeah, I think that'll do. Really enjoyed this one. At first I was a bit hesitant how it was going to turn out, but I think it looks really cool. Maybe just because of the size of it when on paper, but yeah, overall I'm really happy how it turned out. Definitely want to do some more cartoons, these are really fun. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, I'll see you later.